So. Wir wollen jetzt zu Mami. Erstmal gucken. Ein bisschen Punkte haben wir. Genau 3 Minuten. Ja, genau 3 Minuten. Das sollte ich immer 3 Minuten sagen. Das ist, glaube ich, besser.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Achso, ich habe ein Manuskript voll. Sehr schön. Ich habe aber leider sonst keine Bücher gefunden. Ich muss mich mehr auf diese Bücher konzentrieren, glaube ich. Achso, ich muss jetzt selber wieder hier rauslaufen. Schon wieder? Mann, Steven. Bei dir, du machst mir echt Druck so. Was okay ist, aber...
Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Vollner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him, immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
So, erstmal.
Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily, de Richet. Where have you been?
Scheiße, warte, erstmal muss ich tanken. War das das?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
Einer muss das ja zusammenrechnen, wird am Ende des Streams zusammengehangen, die
I
Zeit.
am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Ihm nichts geben, ihm ein seltenes Manuskript geben. Ihm einen anderen Gegenstand bringen. Ich glaube, wir bringen ihn durcheinander, oder?
Remind me, who did you hear making those alleged charges against me?
His Eminence Piaget and Monsieur von Vollner were discussing them when I joined them.
And remind me, during the conference, which side were His Eminence and Mr. von Vollner on?
Sir Gregory. But what has that got to do with it?
And did it not occur to you for a single instant that they might have been speaking about me in front of you on purpose to manipulate you? I trust them to detect novices who are likely to be taken in, yes.
Those sons of whores. Ah! So that's how they see me.
Be careful to make sure the conference keeps on going ahead smoothly, though. Please. It would grieve me to have to report you to Lord Mortimer.
No, of course. I'll make sure those two bastards get what they've got coming. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur.
Geh.
Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Ich fürchte ja. Wir werden jetzt bestimmt alle treffen. Warte mal. Ich glaube, es ist schlauer, die andere Seite zu benutzen. Oder? Ist das schlauer? Aber hier sind die Ladezeiten länger. Stelle ich mal wieder fest. Halt, kann ich dich jetzt mitnehmen?
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Oh, jetzt kann ich hier nicht durch. Das ist doch scheiße. Die Ladezeit hat sich ja exorbitant gelohnt, ey. Voll nervig. Ja, das passiert. Aber wir sind ja eh gleich. Ich hoffe, also ich gehe jetzt einfach mal davon aus, dass wir gleich auch schon am Ende sind. Ich meine, ich muss jetzt eigentlich nur zum Steg kommen. Hoffentlich. Irgendwie. Das ist schön, Flora. Wenigstens einer. So. Hast du Glück, dass das ein Offline-Game ist? PSN wird gerade gewartet. Echt? Hab ich Glück. Und ich war noch im Überlegen, heute eigentlich, wie heißt's, Red Dead Redemption Online spielen wollte. Hab mich dann aber bewusst dagegen entschieden, weil ich das mit Christine eigentlich spielen will. Ja, aber das ist auch normal. So. So, jetzt gleich läuft mir der nächste über den Tisch. Über den Tisch. Entgegen. Ja, PS4 geht jetzt nicht mehr. Aber auch irgendwie seltsam, dass die heute die Wartung machen. Oh. Ha.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Oh oh. Ich muss gehen. Oh. Ich glaube, das kann ich nicht.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons. She's
Ich glaube, wir
right.
sagen erstmal nichts.
Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Seit wann weilen die Dämonen unter uns? Er ist der Teufel.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
Did you know ancient Egypt?
Oh, yes, yes. We were gods on earth in those days.
What did men call you then?
Amenhotep IV.
The 10th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty?
Ooh, I see you're a connoisseur, Louis. Impressive.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You weren't him, were you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later, but yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
Also das finde ich jetzt gerade ein bisschen hart. Oder? Also die sagen jetzt, dass Jesus im Grunde genommen ein Dämon war und der Vater von ihm? Alles klar.
Did you experience ancient Rome?
Oh yes, luxury and decadence, Louis. My family did indeed reign supreme, but from this period I retain only the works of my friend, Marcus Vitruvius Pollio.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Did you know ancient Greece?
In many ways, yes. One day Pericles, the next Parmenides. Just the memory of the time I spent working on acoustics with Pythagoras, well, it moves me quite deeply, to tell the truth.
Pericles. He's the one who brought Athens to its golden age, isn't he?
In a way, yes.
He established democracy and then died during an epidemic. It wasn't so long after his 2 sons passed away. Isn't that right?
Excuse me, Louis, I would rather not relive any more of that, if you don't mind.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1 million of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are, because a large number of our kind remain hidden, or never reveal themselves even to us.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Schwachsinn.
Of course you do. And you expect me to believe that, I suppose.
Louis, demon is just a word. It all depends on what exists beneath the surface. I understand that this isn't easy. The culture of men is centered on the fact that demons are responsible for all the evils on Earth.
But if it's the same in every single culture, then maybe there might be something to it. Don't you think?
Certainly there is something to it. Control. Man has spent his existence wishing to believe in the supernatural and imposing his belief on others. What could be more convenient for manipulating the masses? A perfect, inaccessible being and a plethora of demons in every one. The perfect idea to relieve men of all responsibility while still finding them guilty.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your
Also ich finde es
supernatural
gerade
powers?
echt hart abgedreht.
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
You're the devil incarnate.
The devil? I'm not saying that all Judeo-Christian folklore hasn't served us, but the truth is, of course, something quite different. Please, don't look at us through the primitive prism of religions. I am not hiding any horns or goat's feet, Louis. I have no tail.
Why do you bring up folklore? You mean that you've taken advantage of people's beliefs?
No, not exactly. I mean that we in fact created them from scratch. It is amazing to see how mankind has such a strong need to believe in something superior to itself. It was very instructive for what was to come.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes.
Der will mich bestimmt nehmen, oder? Also
After you.
auf seine Seite irgendwie als Marionette.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
It was you who killed her.
The child was already condemned, Louis. My father would never have let her be. I had to pass inside her mind and, yes, make her take her own life. Trapped between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. Would you?
So neither my mother nor Peru were ever guilty. You just gave me the runaround with that whole investigation.
Now don't take it the wrong way. I was obliged to keep up appearances so that Gregory wouldn't suspect me. And it enabled me to size you up, Louis. I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
Ich sagte ja.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Genau.
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
Will die heilige Lanze.
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
No, I don't think so. I'm just a man, and that's fine with me.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me. You are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's
Have
absurd.
you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Yeah.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry.
Was? Was für ein Plot ist das
Louis,
denn?
But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Was? Was?
Well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns.
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid. Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Oh Mann.
Jack, I only just found out
Scheiße.
that I'm his son. You
Ah!
can't hold that against me.
You don't understand. You're already in his clutches. Everything was set up to bring you here and reveal the secret of your birth to you. Open your goddamn eyes! You've always been under his thumb! So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Jack, I can assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think.
Oh Mann.
But you're
Oh
already
Gott,
in his
noch einmal.
hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No, Jack, it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months, and everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your weapon. It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through, and you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Wenn er mich erschießt, kann niemand Mortimer aufhalten. Er kennt Mortimer nicht besonders gut. Es wird immer Dämonen geben. Ich wäre ein guter, seine Tochter wird ohne Vater aufwachsen. Oh Mann, was soll ich nehmen?
Jack, I'm the only one who can help you resolve the situation. I'm just
Okay.
asking you to trust me. I'm not against you. It's over. Come now, Mr.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
Ja, ich glaube, Mark ist wirklich der Jüngste. Puh, alle überlebt.
Not
Sehr gut.
too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
Ich weiß nicht.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Was?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my
Ich traue dem ja nicht, ne?
Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
Oh,
What?
cool.
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Sehr gut.
Hang on. You mean to say that if someone lies to me that I will know?
Exactly.
But that's just incredible.
You still need to practice, though. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourselves will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Gedanken lesen. Du kannst nun die vordergründigen Gedanken deines Gesprächspartners wahrnehmen. Jedes Mal, wenn du Gedanken liest, kostet dies einen Essenzpunkt. Du erhältst einen Punkt, wenn du es mit deiner Immunität zu tun hast, 2 Punkte durch das Ausnutzen deiner Schwäche und 3 Punkte durch den Verzehr von Erdsternchen.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So, I give you a weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
Dich entschuldigen.
All right. Please excuse me.
And don't ever apologize, my son. You are far above that from now on. Now
Ich muss mich nicht mehr entschuldigen. Ich muss mich nicht mehr entschuldigen. Ich bin ein Dämonen-Sohn.
Ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Ja, aber das kann tatsächlich der Wahrheit entsprechen, was der da gesagt hat. Ich meine, ich kann Gedanken lesen jetzt. Also bin ich ein Dämon. Das ist ja aber mal klar. Aber... Na komm runter. Aber sie hat ja auch erzählt, dass sie dieses Kind da gestohlen hat. Dann war ich das. Das macht alles Sinn. Aber was für ein Plot.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I should...
personal interests? I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily, calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
Oh Mann.
Emily, calm down. You're not like them. You're not a murderer.
Is that so? And what do you think we were doing for the Order then? And for the Crown of England? Why do you think the Order contacted me? Silent, methodical. No one ever suspected us. We always covered for each other.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you. Shut your mouth. You had the choice, all right. You use people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too
No,
well.
Emily. Look at me. Emily?
What did you say? No, I'm not like her, and never will be.
Emily, no. Don't let your anger control you again. We both know very well what happened in your room with Emma.
Whose fault was that, Louis? Who found nothing better to do than come between us? Who?
I'm sorry.
I understand you were trying to protect her, Louis, but it's a lost cause. Don't move!
Louis, remember in Paris.
Oh no, not again. No, Mother, wait.
Ich vertraue ihr. Weil damals hat sie es ja auch gerafft.
No, no, no! Come on, Mother. Hang in there. You're gonna pull through. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
It's too late. Don't trust him. I'm proud of you, my son.
No! Mother! No!
Emily töten wird's jetzt auch nicht bringen, oder? Aber ich habe echt gedacht, weil damals habe ich doch auch nichts gemacht. Und da hat meine Mutter alles dufte gemacht. Ich habe nichts, aber der Richets Lüge aufgedeckt. Wissen wir die Wahrheit jetzt nicht? Ich glaube... nein. Ich glaube, das ist nicht so gut gelaufen, wie wir gehofft haben. Oh Mann, das hätte ja echt besser laufen können. Frisches Blut. Shit. Shit.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Ich sag ein Segen.
No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Was soll das heißen, ich bin dämonisch? Natürlich nur im Spiel.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Ich habe eigentlich keine Fragen.
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
Habt ihr eine neue Map für Golfit geschickt? Kann ich dann gleich direkt mal runterladen?
What's Lord
Was ist
Mortimer's
denn für eine Map?
problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. We've got some catching up to do, my boy.
Entschuldigung.
One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
Eine Legend of Zelda
What do you
Map,
mean?
das ist
Well,
geil.
for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Ja, immer her damit, Steven.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. On the other hand, we are eternal. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Well, indeed, from that point of view, it is better to guide them.
It's rare for a novice demon to manage to stop thinking like a man so quickly. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But
Also ich finde, die
several
Geschichte
other
dreht gerade ein
families,
bisschen
younger,
krass
but
ab.
nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance.
Oh
We
Mann, ey.
dominate most of the
Entschuldigung.
major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention
That's
it.
exactly what
I've
I'm
been able
intended
to
to
help you
do.
in any way. Go now.
Das klang leicht nasal. Geh zu Mortimer in seinem Arbeitszimmer. Oh Gott. Komplett auf der anderen Seite. Da lang. Also, wir haben festgestellt, unsere Mutter ist gar nicht unsere Mutter, sondern hat uns letztendlich damals entführt, als wir geboren worden sind. Dann haben wir festgestellt, Lord Mortimer ist unser Vater. Ich habe keine Zeit für dich. Und dass wir ein Dämon sind. Tja, würde mal behaupten, das war doch ein ziemlich erfolgreicher Tag. Noch eine Map gefunden, aber die Beschreibung durchlesen. Okay. Wie gesagt, wenn ihr so Maps habt, gerne schicken. Gerne auch im Discord, wenn ihr wollt. Sowas ist immer nice. Weil diese Harry Potter Map zum Beispiel, die fand ich richtig gut. Die war wirklich richtig gut. Die hat echt Spaß gemacht. Boah, diese Ladezeiten. Oh Mann, ich habe nichts mehr eigentlich hier, um irgendwas zu tun. Hi.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Naja, also die Mutter, die nicht meine Mutter war, war in Wirklichkeit meine Schwester. Weil er ja eigentlich mein Vater ist, der ein Dämon ist, dadurch bin ich automatisch ein Dämon. Ich würde sagen, ich bin ein bisschen überwältigt.
About everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
According to him, the family is a prickly subject for you.
He exaggerates. I don't have problems with all our family, far from it. I admit I find it difficult to follow the path set out before me sometimes. I don't share their vision, and they don't understand me.
They find you unstable.
I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
Freiheit für die Menschen?
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
But that's completely immoral.
Immoral? Louis, you surprise me. Morality has nothing to do with it. Morality is a concept that we invented ourselves to domesticate man. Don't react like that. Can't you see? It's all within your grasp.
It's not very noble if you ask me, but maybe you invented that concept too. What will happen if I refuse to subjugate men?
It will come naturally to you, my son. But not with the aim of subjugation, but rather to create the best balance possible. You'll see. It comes to us all after a few centuries. I'm just trying to help you save some time. They are perishable, Louis. They come and they go. They are mere butterflies that take themselves for gods. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel.
Also einerseits würde ich sagen, der hat ja eigentlich ganz gute Absichten, aber irgendwie rieche ich da einen Haken.
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are? I see your point.
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they're putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
Ich bin bereit.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed
Oh, das ist
side.
ärgerlich.
Here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes. You're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaget had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaget's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Kriegen wir hin. Yay! Ich habe ja das Gefühl, der manipuliert uns und sagt uns noch nicht zu 100% die Wahrheit, aber ich bin geneigt, das jetzt erstmal zu akzeptieren. Andere Seite, mal wieder. Immer von einer Ecke in die andere, ne? Immer. Das ist eigentlich eine ganz coole Kraft, glaube ich. Also die würde ich auch gerne privat haben wollen. Oder? Leute Gedanken lesen können. Leute manipulieren können. Wie im Imperiusflug.
Ah, well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence. I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people, Louis. You are searching for another holy
kann ich denn-
grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
Oh nein, ich glaube, ich bringe ihn gerade um. Huch.
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started.
Schreibe einen Brief an den
Let's
Papst.
see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Oh Mann. Erstmal die Briefe lesen. Den ersten Brief lesen. Lieber Giuseppe, also Merida, kannst du mir eben schon mal zur passenden Stelle scrollen? Ich glaube, da brauchen wir gleich Hilfe. Da es mir eine gesundheitlich erlaubte Einladung Sir Gregory's auf das Anwesen von Dr. Mutter verzeugen, bin ich sehr dankbar, dass Sie anstatt meiner an der Konferenz teilnehmen. Selbstverständlich werden Sie den Gastgebern meinen Dank ausrichten. Bestätigen Sie unsere Vereinbarung mit Sir Gregory und lassen Sie ihn wissen, dass die Angenähert mit Kardinalbischof Chiamonti absolut planmäßig verläuft. Ich habe höchstes Vertrauen in Sie. Möge Gott der Allmächtige, verwenden Sie nicht Ihr eigenes Siegel, wenn Sie mir schreiben. Nutzen Sie stattdessen den Stempel mit meinem Motto. Aha. Liebe Giuseppe, ich weiß, Sie sind auf dem Weg zu den Nordmeister. Ich hoffe, Sie sind ein angenehmer haben, auch wenn Sie dafür Frankreich überqueren müssen, was momentan nicht gerade angenehm sein dürfte. Aber mein Freund, vergessen Sie nicht, wie wichtig diese Mission ist. Möge Gott der Allmächtige Sie segnen und beschützen. EH HBCF.
Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Home diskreditieren, richtig?
It turns out, now that I'm here, that I find Lord Mortimer's projects grant us many more advantages in comparison to what Sir Gregory had suggested. We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. That should be enough to justify the change of vote.
Einen Stempel für den Brief aussuchen. Jetzt müssen wir den Stempel finden. Da gibt es eine Auffälligkeit mit dem Stempel.
In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it. And I remember that. Flore in Domo Domini.
Flore in Domo Domini.
Must be in Latin. Justitia, misericordia e humiltà. Boy, I gotta brush up on it. I think it's in Italian. Justice, mercy, and humility.
Ja, genau. Dann war ich da ja schon mal richtig. Mittlerer Stempel.
On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini.
Ja, dann nehmen wir den.
Latin, it blooms in the house of God.
Diesen Stempel benutzen. Notiere den Geheimcode.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today the date is
24.01.1793.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Nothing.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Also der Tag ist... Das Problem ist, der wackelt so sehr mit der Uhr. Was für ein Datum hatte ich heute?
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Deponia ist ein grandioses Spiel, das kannst du dir wirklich mal anschauen, Merida.
Today the date
Also
is
der 24.01.1793. So, das heißt, der 24. ist A bis E. Das seht ihr doch auch so, ne? Weil auf der Hand ist ja 3, 10, 17, 24, 31. Das sind die Tage. Und die Tage geben den Code vor, richtig? Das heißt, dann ist es von vorne beginnen. Dann ist es A bis E. Nee. Hä, Moment nochmal. Über die Logik nachdenken.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Ich verstehe es gerade nicht. Also die 24 ist A. Richtig? Aber wonach gehen dann die anderen Buchstaben? Weil das würde sich ja dann nie verändern. Wisst ihr, was ich meine? Was hatte er denn 17? Lass mal gucken. 17 war E. Da hat dann die 0 mit E angefangen. I, F, G, H, H, B. Warte mal. E hat es dann angefangen. Ja, 17 war E. Und die 7 war B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Ach so, okay. Du musst dann einfach die Buchstaben zählen. Alles klar. Heute ist der 24. Das ist dann A. Dann fangen wir mal von vorne an. So, heute ist der 24.01. So, 0 ist dann A. Eigentlich. Kann ich aber nicht auswählen. Verstehe ich nicht. Ich gehe doch hier drauf. Hä? Habt ihr das jetzt verstanden? Nee. Guck. A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So, A. Dann ist es F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Kommt das jetzt jedes Mal, dann kotze ich. F. Wieder F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Also du weißt, man für die Switch auch so ein Monatsjahresabo braucht. Ja, für den Online-Service, das weiß ich. 7. Warte mal, was hatten wir jetzt gesagt? E war dann auch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Das ist dann C.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Die 9 ist dann H.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Und G. So, lass mal eben nochmal durchgehen. 9, ja. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ja, dann ist das 1, 2, 3, G. Okay.
Today is the 24/01/1793.
Ich glaube, das war's. Ich guck mal gerade. 31 war I. Plus 1 ist G. Plus 2 ist J. Plus 1 ist G. Plus 7 ist H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ja, nee, das müsste korrekt sein. Es müsste korrekt sein. Eigentlich.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richet came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
You can say that again.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is, and there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him. Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Nee, nicht.
You find Louis unconscious and conclude that I'm his accomplice?
It's not so much finding him
Oops.
here, as you being against me getting rid of him. That's not what you thought the day before yesterday, after he eavesdropped on our conversation.
Monsieur von Von, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Even though Sir Gregory has the edge?
No, Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body. Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Oh Mann. Roter Salon, wo war das denn nochmal? Okay, das Esszimmer letztendlich. War hier unten noch eine Treppe? Wir müssen jetzt ja ein bisschen vorsichtiger sein anscheinend. Weil anscheinend ging es schon ziemlich schnell rum, dass ich ein Dämon bin. Ich finde bloß den Plot immer noch so ein bisschen ungünstig gewählt. Freitag noch 12 Euro Teil 1 und Teil 2 zusammen. Oh, das war günstig. Halt. Laden. Aber gibt es öfters mal Mango, wenn man mal wieder drin ist, melde ich mich bei dir, wenn du willst. Oder guck auch mal, wie gesagt, du kannst ja auch mal auf PC 99 Cent. Ich wollte gerade sagen, guck mal im Steam Shop oder bei G2A nach. Deponia ist schön. Versuch aber ab dem ersten Teil zu spielen. Die Story ist schon nice. Die sollte man vollumfänglich mitbekommen. So. Boah, die Folge geht aber tatsächlich richtig lang, ey. Ich habe Teil 1 und warte, bis alle 4 raus sind erst. Dann fange ich an zu zocken. Alle. Aber wie viele Teile sind jetzt aktuell draußen? Das weiß ich gar nicht. Hi, du. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Daddy? Dad? Hä?
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Ich kann das nächste Mal kaum abwarten. Keine Probleme, ich musste es zweimal versuchen.
To tell you the truth, I didn't
klingt
make
auch ein
it through
bisschen
the first time.
Well, that's quite
mehr als
normal on the
zweideutig.
first try. But you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him, too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you?
Stiche, Stiche.
You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Ja, ich glaube auch.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
You came here to warn me, sir.
No, to advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding for...
You haven't answered my question. Why warn me against
Also wie
my
gesagt, dann
father?
würde ich dir schon raten,
What are you
zuzugreifen.
afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in
You
which...
act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary.
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
So, wir müssen uns entscheiden kurz. Bin ich ein Dämon oder bin ich ein Mensch? Ich finde ja diese Dämon-Geschichte eigentlich schon geil. Erstmal 99 Cent investieren und anschauen, würde ich machen. Also wie gesagt, ich würde sowieso mit Teil 1 anfangen, von daher passt es ganz gut. Aber wichtiger ist, Dämon oder Mensch. Also ich glaube, ich tendiere tatsächlich zum Dämon. Ich weiß. Also ich würde es auch sagen, Dämon.
It's useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner, the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying.
Genau.
And I'll be left on my own, forever. I'm a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
Ich glaube, wir folgen Home, oder? Wenn wir Dämon sein wollen, müssen wir Home folgen.
Father, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to follow my instincts, I can't in good conscience follow you.
But
I hope you won't take it personally, but I prefer to support Sir Gregory.
very well. You have made your choice.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Puh. Eventuell ist es die Tage ja auch im Sale. Ja, wie gesagt, ne, vergisst nicht, es ist bald Weihnachten und es kommt ja auch noch der Christmas Sale.
Well, my friends, here we all are.
Isn't the Duchess meant to be with us?
No, she's resting in her room. Don't worry. The conference can resume. Now, we all know that tensions have been running high, but now is not the moment to give in.
I really don't understand why Lord Mortimer insists.
Yes, indeed. It will only take one of you opposing his project to win the conference. But I would rather have us united until the end. Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Boah, geht's immer noch? Ist immer noch nicht zu Ende? Krass. Ich würde aber sagen, weil ich gucke jetzt gerade mal auf die Uhr, wir haben 11:05, dass wir hier pausieren tatsächlich. Müsste aber rum sein, ja? Warte mal, erstmal muss ich 8 Punkte vergeben. 8. So, dann haben wir hier schon mal alles voll. Ich glaube, so können wir es lassen. Ah, ja, hast recht. Du hast recht. Also ich muss sagen, ich bin mir nicht sicher, was ich davon halten soll. Also der Plot, der war schon etwas hart an den Haaren gezogen. Oh Mann. Na, ich bin mal gespannt, wie es dann jetzt in der letzten Folge weitergeht. Kann man hier... Ne.